Hi, this is Dan. I am back after a long break for the holidays with The Witness. Yes, we are still on top of Space Mountain with the missile silo, archaeological dig, surveying, construction crew, whatever is going on here. And LB had suggested that I turn subtitles on, which I think is a good idea, so that when I play this tape recorder, yeah, I have vertigo.
Up there, you go around every hour and a half, time after time after time. You wake up usually in the mornings, and just the way that the track of your orbits go, you wake up over the Mideast, over North Africa. As you eat breakfast, you look out the window as you're going past, and there's the Mediterranean area, and
Ah,
Greece, and Rome, and North Africa, and the Sinai, the whole area. And you realize that in one glance, that what you're seeing is what was the whole history of man for years, the cradle of civilization. And you go around down across North Africa and out over the Indian Ocean and look up at that great subcontinent of India pointed down toward you as you go past it. And Ceylon off to the side, Burma, Southeast Asia,
I don't
out
think
over the
Ceylon
Philippines,
is called
and up
Ceylon
across that
anymore,
monstrous Pacific Ocean.
I have to say.
Vast body of water. You've never realized how big that is before. And you finally come up across the coast of California and look for those friendly things. Los Angeles and Phoenix and on across El Paso. And there's Houston. There's home. And you look, and sure enough, there's the Astrodome. And you identify with that, you know? It's an attachment.
Hmm.
And down across New Orleans, and then looking down to the south, and there's the whole peninsula of Florida laid out. And all the hundreds of hours you spent flying across that route, down in the atmosphere, all that is friendly again. And you go out across the Atlantic Ocean and back across Africa. And you do it again and again and again. And that identity, that you identify with Houston, and then you identify with Los Angeles, and Phoenix, and New Orleans, and everything. And the next thing you recognize in yourself is you're identifying with North Africa. You look forward to that. You anticipate it. And there it is. That whole process begins to shift of what it is you identify with. When you go around it in an hour and a half, you begin to recognize that your identity is with that whole thing. And that makes a change. You look down there, and you can't imagine how many borders and boundaries you crossed again and again and again. And you don't even see them. At that wake-up scene, the Mid-East, you know there are hundreds of people killing each other over some imaginary line that you can't see. From where you see it, the thing is a whole, and it's so beautiful. And you wish you could take one from each side in hand and say, look at it from this perspective. Look at that. What's important? And so a little later on, your friend, again those same neighbors, another astronaut, the person next to you goes out to the moon. And now he looks back and sees the Earth not as something big where he can see the beautiful details, but he sees the Earth as a small thing out there. And now that contrast between that bright blue and white Christmas tree ornament and that black sky, that infinite universe, really comes through. The size of it, the significance of it, it becomes both things. It becomes so small and so fragile, and such a precious little spot in that universe that you can block it out with your thumb. And you realize that on that small spot, that little blue and white thing is everything that means anything to you. All of history and music and poetry and art and war and death and birth and love, tears, joy, games, all of it is on that little spot out there that you can cover with your thumb. And you realize that that perspective that you've changed, that there's something new there, that relationship is no longer what it was. And then you look back on the time when you were outside on that EVA and those few moments that you had the time because the camera malfunctioned, that you had the time to think about what was happening. And you recall staring out there at the spectacle that went before your eyes. Because now, you're no longer inside something with a window looking out at a picture. But now you're out there, and what you've got around your head is a goldfish bowl, and there are no limits here. There are no frames. There are no boundaries. You're really out there, over it, floating, going 25,000 miles per hour, ripping through space, a vacuum, and there's not a sound. There's a silence, the depth of which you've never experienced before. And that silence contrasts so markedly with the scenery and the speed with which you know you're going. That contrast, the mix of those two things, really comes through. And you think about
Good
what you're
Lord, this is a long
experiencing
quote.
and why. Do you deserve this? This fantastic experience? Have you earned this in some way? Are you separated out to be touched by God to have some special experience here that other men cannot have? You know the answer to that is no. There's nothing that you've done that deserves that earned that. It's not a special thing for you. You know very well at that moment, and it comes through to you so powerfully, that you're the sensing element for man. You look down and see the surface of that globe that you've lived on all this time, and you know all those people down there. They are like you. They are you. And somehow you represent them when you are up there. A sensing element, that point out on the end, and that's a humbling feeling. It's a feeling that says you have a responsibility. It's not for yourself. The eye that doesn't see does not do justice to the body. That's why it's there. That's why you're out there. And somehow you recognize that you're a piece of this total life. You're out on that forefront and you have to bring that back somehow. And that becomes a rather special responsibility. It tells you something about your relationship with this thing we call life. And when you come back, there's a difference in that world now. There's a difference in that relationship between you and that planet, and you and all those other forms of life on that planet, because you've had that kind of experience. It's a difference, and it's so precious. And all through this, I've used the word you because it's not me. It's not Dave Scott. It's not Dick Gordon, Pete Conrad, John Glenn. It's you. It's us. It's we. It's life. It's had that experience. And it's not just my problem to integrate. It's not my challenge to integrate, my joy to integrate. It's yours. It's everybody's. Russell Schweikart, 1975.
Russell Schweikart had a lot to say, didn't he? Okay. That was nice. Oh, hello. Backpacker person. Rock climber person with a very big pack. Is that the way that I came down? Oh, and that's the elevator and the flower beds. How did I not notice the structure that was sitting on? That's interesting. It is it's a good view from up here. Angry people. Dude with a book. Angry woman. Is she about to push him off the cliff? Is that book the Bible, perhaps? Ah, and there's the other climber statue. Do. Okay. not sure what, if anything, that did. Oh, I didn't even notice you over here. Another person with trowel on laptop, or was that? No. They're very, very sad and upset or frustrated looking people with trowels and laptops. I don't know. Anyway, okay, that was a little bit of an anticlimax. And there you are. Right. Okay, well that was the first order of business on my little to-do list here. Can we go up this way? No, we cannot. Okay, that's fine. And the second order of business, just go down here into what is maybe the missile silo. Okay, and so don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. Nope. Oh, that's odd. Right. Okay. So Space Mountain is kind of a bust right now. That's a little bit sad. So I think maybe the next thing we're going to do is okay, we can go down here. Ooh. Hello. A greenhouse for flowers. We're getting vaguely dramatic incidental music again. Okay. No, we can't go down that way. Wonder if we can get down to the very bottom from down here. This was not what I was intending to do, by the way, but, you know, shiny things, I get distracted. Did we ever make it to that dock? Don't think so. It's not really even a dock, it's just sort of a sunken jetty. Palm tree. And another one of those little red lights. Yeah. Ooh, the sound of the surf. Okay, well, let's turn this on too and see what happens. Oh, that's unexpected. Huh. Okay, there's a tiny little boat. Oh, it's a fast travel boat. That's nice. So, okay, where did we start? Right, that's that railroad thing that goes to the dock. That's the sort of vaguely Egyptian-looking desert temple ecosystem. That's the castle. That is the shipwreck. That is the mangrove swamps. That is, I suppose, that sort of cranberry bog thing. Space Mountain. Gosh, I don't remember all this stuff. Is this castle where we started? I do not know. Okay, how about we go... It is, it's a fast travel map. Cool. I mean, it's not really fast travel, it's sort of slow and scenic travel. Okay. Oh, and we could have gotten down there and possibly opened that door. Well, crap. And I guess that tells me what all of those little red lights on posts are. They're sort of boat travel. Ooh. Oh, that's exciting. They're the various points where the boat can take me to. Ooh. What's going on under here? Okay. That's intriguing. All right. All right. Really not entirely sure how useful this boat is, though it's a neat way to see the rest of the island, I suppose. Or see the island from sort of a different perspective. So what have we got going on over here? We just have beachy business. Okay, these look sort of like tutorial screens. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, we stepped on this blue panel and this thing spun around, I guess. Not sure why it would do that. Curious. Okay, but we totally went the wrong way because... because we can't get through any of these things. Can we go and sploosh around in the water? No, we cannot. Okay, okay, okay. Interesting, though. Okay, it's blinking at me here, so... So back we go. I'd be really interested to know if this boat is one of the things that people tend to find like very, very early, and I just kind of didn't. Can you speed it along? Oh, you can stop just about anywhere. Okay, that was stupid. Well, not stupid, but... Oh, is this actually where we're going? Is this the glass blower studio? And the reason it's sort of fizzing is because we've solved that one? Turned on the laser? I suppose that could be. Oh, those are nice sort of bamboo trees or something like that. Whatever's going on up there. It's all jungly down here. Yeah, okay. Well, tell you what. I don't know that we want to go all the way back to the beginning. I think we actually want to go back here. Did that change our speed? Maybe? Yes. Okay, so that is the Maisie throttle. Cute. All right. Okay, that's a white and two black. That's the tree thingy, and that is a little zigzaggy thing. Cool, cool. So let's see what we can make of the flower factory down here. What, if anything, we can. Okay. Interesting. And what I did there was I just kept the black on the left-hand side and the white on the right-hand side as I was going, and that actually worked. Okay, that's exciting. Yay. Yay me. Hello, flowers. Hmm. This is like crazy graph paper. Okay. Not sure what we do with the white one, though. Maybe you just have to avoid the white one, except that's not really possible, I don't think. Maybe it is. Do this. No. Okay, so why did that work? Because both of the colored ones were on the left and the white one was on the right. That wasn't going to be right. I already tried it that way. think so. Okay. I am not getting this. Oh, and there's more panels down here. So are there different ways to solve these? I don't know. No. Were both of those correct? I don't know. We'll go walk around a little bit more, I think. If we can, but we can't. Is this the path that leads us up into the... Hello. There's a cable. Into the bamboo forest? Yes, possibly. Okay, these are camouflage. That's a little bit goofy. There are birds, apparently. Okay, this is all quite pretty. It's also all quite unpowered. Have we been here before? I do not know. Okay. This seems vaguely familiar, but I could be just completely wrong. This I don't think seems familiar. these black obelisks. Okay. No. Right. Okay, so I don't really know what's going on here. So we started to make some progress with the little greenhouse building, right? And here we are over here. Back of the cranberry bog, but on the other side of it. And there are those tutorial panels that I believe these are the ones that LB pointed out. I don't know why that worked. Okay. No. Okay, I've got kind of a vague sense that I know what I'm doing here, but, Right, you have to actually just sort of draw in some fashion as much of the blocky thing as you can, it would seem. Of course, that could be completely wrong. Okay, well, I got that part of it right. It would appear. Okay. No. Okay. Why did that work? At least I made an outline of a shape that incorporates all of those blocks, maybe. In which case, yes. In which case, again, yes. In which case, again, yes. think so. Okay, how about this? No. Right. I'm just not seeing how to do it, I don't think. If you did like that, no. What if you did that? Yes. Okay. So I kinda know what's going on there. Yes. Okay. Right. So progress is being made in the cranberry bog, but we're almost an hour in. So I am going to call this a part for now. So thank you so much for watching, and yeah, hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, see you next time. Bye.